Welcome, my goblins, to the very first tutorial on this channel. It's me, Shorty McShortbread, and as you can see, I've opened up Final Cut on my Mac, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to fix the Eternals from Marvel Studios. Now, you know me, guys, I'm a big Marvel fan. Yeah, and Kevin Feige is a big fan of this channel. You all know this. But I was watching the Eternals trailer, and I was a little bit disappointed, that the film just doesn't look fun. So I'm going to try and change that. And you're going to see some Film Gob magic, some behind the scenes action. And if that sounds good to you, if this is the first time on my channel, why not click on that subscribe button before you've even had the chance to watch the content. Now then, the Eternals. I watched the trailer, Looks a bit dull. As you can see, this opening scene in the trailer, you've got Salma Hayek. She's riding a horse. And let's just stop it there. And take a look, guys. You've got a grey sky. I don't know what that's all about. It should be blue. Should be blue. And the grass is all muted green. It should be bright green. So let me just go into the colour section here. Yeah, we've got it open. Colour correction, and I think we'll brighten it just a little bit. There we go. I might not notice it. It's a subtle brightness adjustment. Now then, saturation. This is where we can turn it right up. The grass is suddenly greener. Can't do much about that sky though. What can we do about that sky? Well, we can go into colour, right? Now, maybe I can push this. Oh, wait a minute, that's a bit... It's starting to look like a Zack Snyder film. Don't want that, guys. This is Marvel. No, it's not Zack Snyder. So maybe we can just give it a reddish tint. Yes. Oh, that's in green. I don't want that. Don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good. It's kind of going in the blue section. There you go. There you go, guys. So I think that's quite good. And you can see the sky suddenly a little bit blue now, right? Got rid of those disgusting clouds, and the green is really popping. So if you play that back, as you can see, look at that. I love it. Now, what can we do about this guy? I don't know the actor's name, but he's so miserable. I don't know what to do about his face, but I think saturation, we'll just turn that up. Oh, well, there you go. A little bit of colour in his lips. I can't do much about his face, but it's got some colour in there. Turn it the brightness just a little bit. Give it a little reddish tint. Now here we have the planet Earth. It's looking quite dull. Again, I know it's in space, but it should be a little bit more brighter and a bit more colourful. This is a Marvel movie after all. So I'm going to turn up the saturation again. I'm going to bring in the colour curves. I'm just going to drag and drop that here. And what is this? Okay, that's brighter, certainly brighter. It's not red. I think that looks quite good. Gives it a nice purple theme. You know, I like my purple. Now then, we've got this image here. It's a few figures standing in the distance. Looks a bit boring. Now what I'll do, I'm going to bring in the comic cool gradient. It's like a filter. So there you go, guys. Looks very comic book-ish. I know the MCU fans have never picked up a comic book in their stinking lives, but I think they'll appreciate this. I'm making it very comic accurate. Oh, I forgot to turn up the saturation. There you go. Now this was a controversial moment in the Eternals trailer. There was a lot of discussion about this. I think this character's name is Adam Warlock. I think it's Adam Warlock, yeah. Now, he has these glowing eyes. Now, nobody's saying, guys, check this out, and all you MCU fans, like you stinking MCU fanboys, nobody is saying that superheroes have never had glowing eyes, right? But if you zoom in, right, how do you zoom in? Just go here. Look at this. Nobody's saying that glowing eyes have never been on superheroes before, but in Man of Steel, when he shoots his laser beams, you see the veins popping up on his skin around his eyes. Now, we had never seen that before in any film, I'm sure. And I mean, Zack Snyder is the blueprint, and you can see here, Eternals are copying Zack Snyder. And I mean, it looks alright. It looks alright. It doesn't look as good as Man of Steel, but it's a straight copy. Even though I'm a big Marvel fan, don't forget. I have caught Marvel Studios copying DC and Zack Snyder many times. So even still, it looks a bit dull, so I'm just going to turn up the saturation. There you go. Moving on, we've got this scene is very dark. It looks very dark and gritty, I'm afraid. And so don't worry, all you MCU fans, I've got just the solution. We are going to turn up the brightness. There you go. Now we can clearly see Brian Tyree Henry and Kumail Nanjiani. We can actually see them. Right, I forgot to turn up the saturation. There you go. Now, look at that. The colours just pop. Look at the jacket on Kumail. The colours just pop on there. Beautiful. Now again, very dull looking scene here. All the characters just standing there. Looks a bit boring, like they're at a funeral or something. But we have to turn up the saturation again. Looking good already. Let's turn up the brightness. Yeah, I would say that's good. That looked good. Looks good. We'll add some purple, a little bit of pink. Finally, we as South Asians, you know me, I'm a South Asian dwarf. South Asians, we finally have some representation. Kumail Nanjiani to the first South Asian superhero. I don't know what his name is. I think his name is Gandu Gadda. Now you know that Americans, guys, they're going to say, you know, if you love your South Asian superheroes, then you need a little bit of Bollywood. So I'm going to add this kind of Bollywood effect. Look at that. But we need to turn up the brightness. What's this? Yeah, there you go. Saturation, turn that up as well. Now that looks like a good Bollywood action film if I ever saw one. He's killing some beastly thing. I remember that video where someone took the Man of Steel scene and turned up the saturation and coloured the fields of Africa, you know, green and all that, when it should just have been beige. But I think we should do that the same here. Look at that. Maybe brightness just a little bit. Colour. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, we need to turn up the brightness. We can barely see her. Boom. I think there's a fire in this cave, so I think that's the fire reflecting off her face. There you go. That's more like it. And we'll still turn up the brightness a little bit. That's much better. That's much better. And what Marvel movie would be complete without, again, the Zack Snyder influence? Look at this. That was, it looks something straight out of Man of Steel. But again, we need to turn up the brightness. Saturation. Oh, that's looking a little bit too Snyderish. Need to bring in the colour. I think that's about right. There you go. Oh, look at that. Laser eyes. Boom. Fuck you. The Eternals from Marvel Studios, coming later this year. I can see I fixed this opening scene. Salma Hayek on the horse. Can't fix his face, but I fixed the colour, I think. The earth looks very purplish. That's quite good. So a bit of comic book accuration right there. Laser eyes. Laser eye guys. Adam Warlock, I think his name is. A bit more brightness. Cass standing there for no reason. Don't know what's happening. Bollywood. Oh, look at that. Chia! It's as easy as that. So let me know in the comments below what you thought about my tutorial. If it helped you, figure out a little bit of video editing, a little bit of colour correction, let me know in the comments. You never know, you might be the next Film Gob one day. Aye man, some of you finally figured out how to do video editing. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So click like because you know I'm right. Let me know in the comments below. If you care, then you can share. And then you smash that motherfucking subscribe button. So until next time, my knuckleheads, I'm Shorty, and you're not. Ta-ta. Mwah.